There is nothing better than the smell of a hockey rink on a Friday. And if you disagree with me, then something's wrong with you. You need to head examine. Hey everybody, this is Matt Grosson with Puck by Play. And on behalf of the Southeast Blades, we are here this weekend. It is September 12th. And this is the first of what was supposed to be a tournament. It has turned into Friendlies as the tournament was canceled. So this will be the first of 3 games. 4 games, excuse me. There will be 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday. This game will be between the Blades and the Atlanta Phoenix 14 UAA. Blades coming off of a disappointing loss in the semifinal last week in Nashville, but are regrouping and ready to get some more time on the ice. Happy to see Coach Hayes here today. He was unable. He was just brought into the program over the summer. He was unable to be there last week because of a prior engagement, so it'll be nice to see him on the bench. Blades will be in their home black, and sorry we're starting early. And I'm going to hit the mute button for just a second. All right, I'm back. About 2.5 minutes until puck drop, and they started everything early, so sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and go through the roster for the Blades. Number 2, Hunter Kafad. Number 6, Jack Grippies. 10, Carter Price. 11, Evan Swift. 12, Ethan Jacoboff. 13, Asher Lewis. 14, Jackson Whelan. 16, Sam Tucker. 25, Christian Kowalczyk. 28, Fletcher Edge. 27, Logan Kim. 63, Declan Murphy. 84, Sonic Day. 88, Dominic DeCoste. 91, Kyle Jong. And 97, Christian Casey. And the 2 goalies are Grant Lyon at 32 and Evan Grosson at 35. I don't know who's going to be in the net tonight for the Blades. I will let you know. I don't know the roster for Phoenix. Thanks, Melissa.
Stand next to you and listen to your commentary.
There you go. I don't know the Phoenix roster, and I'm waiting to hear from some of the Phoenix parents about who's going to be in the net for Phoenix, so I won't know their names. If I happen to learn them over the course and I remember them, I will certainly call them out. So this is the inaugural YouTube broadcast for Puck by Play. We've been on Facebook for the last 3.5-ish years, and starting today, we have moved to YouTube just because we were having issues with streaming. I did some stress testing. Hopefully the live feed is working just fine. And for those of you who are watching, if you've got my cell phone or if you're on our Team Snap, you can message me if there are any issues with the feed. Hopefully we will have better luck this time with SportCam app. I don't know about the period length. I don't know about the rules as far as offsides and icing and penalties and all that kind of stuff. We'll sort of figure that out as we go. For all you Blades friends and family, welcome. Glad you guys could join us. I'm sorry we started early, so you missed the beginning of it. But this will be a bit of a learning process for me dealing with YouTube. I did some tests while I was at home playing NHL 19 and announcing it while I was going, but I didn't let you guys see that because that would not be good. I suck at NHL 19. So let's see. Trying to see if there's anybody not on the ice for the Blades. I don't see Ethan Jacoboff, so I'm not sure if he's going to be on the ice tonight.
He's not.
He's not? Okay. So, yeah, confirmed. Ethan Jacoboff will not be playing tonight.
The whole weekend.
Huh?
Whole weekend.
Oh, the whole weekend? Okay. So he'll be out the weekend. We are here at the Atlanta Ice Forum in Duluth, Georgia. Duluth is a beautiful town. We've been here several times already, and it's a fun place to hang out. Nice restaurants, clean city. And it looks like the Blades will be, the periods will be 15 minutes each. So let me adjust that quick. just going to assume 1.5 periods, or penalties rather. We'll get started shortly. Wanted to thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button so that we could get the live streams done. And I still have roughly 200 broadcasts to go through and videos. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to post up. Oh, nice. Nice to hear from Blade's family who are out and about. Sarah in Jacksonville watching. Thank you. Feel free to comment. Feel free to message me if there's anything that's wrong with the feed. The Wi-Fi here is not very good. So the upload speed is about 3 megabits. I have a feeling that's going to be a problem at some point. And the rest of the games, by the way, this weekend, I think are all with the Florida Surf. I think this is the only game, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think this is the only game that the Blades will play against the Phoenix 14U. All right, let's see who we got. Kyle Jong is on center for the face-off with Dominic DeCoste, Logan Kim at wing. And it looks like Grant Lyon will start in the net for the Blades for this game. Back on D, we got Fletcher Edge and Declan Murphy. I'll be broadcasting the 2013s this weekend as well. Broadcast schedule was posted on the YouTube page and also on the Puck by Play Facebook page. I will not be, they're changing lines, yeah. But I will not be doing the Sunday game for the 2013s because we have a morning game, and then we're going to be flying back to Nashville and try to beat traffic. So starting line is changed now. And Carter Price, Jack Griffiths, and Christian Casey are in for forwards, but Edge and Murphy will stay back at D. If y'all saw at the start of the broadcast, the first thing that I said was how much I love the smell of hockey rinks. And for those of you who have been in travel hockey for as many years as I have, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's not the beer breath either. So hopefully they won't be playing any music during the breaks. Then we won't have to worry about the copyright trolls. I'm not sure what the holdup is.
The ref. We have only one ref.
We are waiting on refs. There's only one. And if we don't have two, there's going to be a lot of hard hitting behind the scenes. Trust me. Oh, they're going to start with just one. Okie dokie. Oh, here he comes. Quick, go. There he is. All right, face-off is won by the Blades. Murphy into center ice. Feeds it up the wall into the Phoenix zone. On the right side, taken by Griffiths in the corner. Big check into the corner against Carter Price. Dumped up to the point, back over to the blue line. Edge takes a pass, and it goes off of a player. Griffiths, this drifts behind the net now. Price. Casey in the left corner. He gets checked off the puck. Pass taken away, stolen. Up to Price. Price got a shot away, and it went just wide of the net. Rebound up front. Off the post. Phoenix recovers. Up at the boards, dumped over to the blue line, and kept in at the point by Declan Murphy. Good play by Declan. Phoenix, right corner, back in their zone. Pass it into center. Edge to Murphy. Murphy to Casey. Casey tries to touch it. Icing would have been waved off had it drifted forward. A nice interception by Jean to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Stolen by Logan Kim. Kim gets checked hard up in the face. That might not have been a good check, though. DeCoste from the right boards inside the Phoenix zone. Stolen. Phoenix to the blue line. Tucker grabs it. Pass up into the chest of a Phoenix player, and into center ice comes Phoenix. Phoenix has had no offensive zone time yet in this game. 13:35 left in the first, no score. No real shots on goal to speak of. Nice pass into center. Zhang into the Phoenix zone. Gets around one. And nice stick-to-itiveness by the Phoenix. They're going to be hitting hard today because they've got younger players they're playing against. Phoenix does. Logan Kim feeds it over to the slot. It drifts over to the right side. Taken by Phoenix. Phoenix at the point. Dump it into center. Taken back by Day. He dumps it in to the Phoenix zone. Kim can't stop it. It's stolen at the left boards by Zhang. DeCoste. Phoenix gets a puck back into center. And dump and chase. This one will drift and is stick to side. Stolen on the pass by Phoenix behind the net. Stolen back up to the left boards. And Kim gets the puck away. Feeds it to center to DeCoste. DeCoste past the red line, dumps it, and the Blades will make a change. Milford for Phoenix. Puck is stolen away again. That was a nice play by Lewis, but the Phoenix managed to dump it into the Blade zone. Kovalchuk behind the net, hits the brakes, grabs the puck, feeds it to Lewis. It's just ahead of his tape, up to the point, dumped back down by Gong for Phoenix. Up to the right point, and it is slung over. Rebound up to the slot, looking for a shot on net, and it doesn't make it there. Phoenix keeps it in at the boards. Lewis. Possession exchanges between Swift, Lewis, and Phoenix inside the Blade zone on the left boards. Pushing and shoving. Ball number 29 for Phoenix. Got it 3, and it leaks into center. Swift falls down, no penalty call. And in center ice, taken back by Price. Nice chip by Price in the air. He gets to the high slot, takes a shot, and it goes just wide. Rebound on the right side. Phoenix looking to exit. And it is stopped by Carter Price at the blue line. Back in the Phoenix zone, Carter Price. Nice play by Blades, but there was nobody up at the point, and it exits into center. Griffey's cross-ice feed. Nice pass over to Christian Casey. Christian Casey winds up when he shoots, and it's saved by Milford. Oh, it drifted right through him, and it nearly crossed the line. But the defenseman for Phoenix came in just at the last second as it was creeping up. Good play by Phoenix, heads up. Casey, passes deflected down. Zhang to the slot, slings it over. Deflected behind by Griffey's. Griffey's tries to sling it up front. Casey comes in, steals the puck away. Griffey's left circle. Taken by Casey. Casey to the blue line. Edge. Pass one. Takes a shot. Deflected down. Drifts right of the net. Zhang at the left or right corner, Phoenix gets the puck back. Feeds it over to the left side. That will be stopped at the point by Murphy. Sure, oh, what a missile that was. It drifted over the crossbar. Rebound on the right side. Edge dumps it to the boards to the left side. Here comes Zhang. Up against these big Phoenix players. Possession scrum left boards. Dump down the boards, and Phoenix will get it back. 88 behind the net to 8 on the right boards. And lobbed over to the far wall. Murphy takes a shot, and that goes just wide of the net from the point. Rebound, stopped in at the point. Nice play by Logan Kim. Kim checked against the boards, dumps into center. Edge gets it, and he is pushed down, but Murphy will get the puck back. Price into the zone, takes a shot, and it's saved by Milford. Shots, lots of offensive pressure by the Blades. They haven't been able to get up. Is it Milford? Yeah. Is that Milford? Is that his last name? Mulford. Excuse me, Mulford. Sorry about that. Face-off left circle, Phoenix zone. Carter Price. Face-off is won by Phoenix. And we have a penalty call Sounds like a trip. And who's this going to be on? It's going to be on the blades. And so when the music comes in, I'm going to have to hit the mute button. So hang on. All right, so the penalty was on Dominic DeCoste for a trip. Minute 30 power play for the Phoenix. Phoenix shot is deflected down, taken by Shonic Day. Into center ice he goes. It's slightly off Price's tape. Price trying to muscle his way through. Phoenix does a good job of slowing down the momentum. I'm sorry, the Blades do. Phoenix get the puck back into the Blade zone. Shot is deflected, drifted to the right corner. Day to Price. Price to Kim. Kim through center. Into the Phoenix zone, dumps it back behind, chases it, gets it back, and he gets sandwiched up against the boards. Phoenix on the power play for another 53 seconds. Day got the puck back in center, dumped it to Tucker, but it was too far ahead of his tape. Tucker off the boards. It will stay in the Blade zone, drifting towards the back, up the boards. Phoenix will grab it in the point, but it goes into center, and Phoenix will have to reset. 35 seconds left in the power play for Phoenix. And into center, deflected, and this will actually make it on net, I think. Sticked aside to Jackson Whelan. Whelan feeds it through the slot. That was nearly intercepted, but it stopped at the point by Phoenix. Back behind the net in the Blade zone. Whelan fanned slightly on the outlet pass up the boards, but wrestles the puck away. Jackson turns on the afterburners, and then he falls down. He lost the puck handle momentarily, reached back to get it, and then he falls down. Check. And that will do it for the power play. And here comes Evan Swift into the Phoenix zone. Takes a shot, deflected, high in the air. Behind the net, Swift gets it, throws it up on net, sticked aside by Mulford. Center feed is passed to the blue line. And a ground pass deflected by Phoenix and taken back into center. Phoenix dumped it into the Blade zone, no icing. Foot race, Kowalczyk waiting for the check, gets it. Nobody there to take the puck. Phoenix can't get it. DeCoste is back on the ice now, gets it. It's taken back. Shot coming in, it is saved by Lyon. Boy, that was a high-grade scoring chance, high-danger scoring chance for Phoenix. Lewis, nice feed. Evan Swift, he gets in the zone and tries to shoot it. He was well defended, and Mulford makes the stop. Swift couldn't quite get the separation he wanted to. Nearly a breakaway. 0-0 is the score. I'm going to mute to avoid the copyright trolls. Carter Price on the faceoff, right circle in Phoenix zone. Kowalczyk and Murphy back at D. Kowalczyk fanned on the pass, stolen by Phoenix. Into center he goes. This is number 8. Ground shot, sticked aside by Lyon. Possession scrum, right boards. Phoenix end up with it on the right side. Shot coming from the blue line, and it looks like it might have hit a player. Casey, cross ice. Nice play by Griffiths to avoid the interception. Puck is dumped back into center, though, and Phoenix will get it back. Cunningham for Phoenix. That's number 8. Stolen back by the Blades. Recovered by Phoenix at the right boards. 88 dumps it back down to the corner. Murphy behind the boards. Tried to pass it up backhand. It was stolen. Stolen back by Casey. Casey to the far wall through the center ice. And slings it up front. Nobody there. Phoenix gets the puck back. Here comes Cunningham again. And he will dump and chase as Phoenix makes a change. Price looking for the outlet pass off the near wall and into the Phoenix zone. This will be an icing. Nope, they wave it off. Picked up by Phoenix in their zone into center ice. Dumped into, and that was offside. 5:15 on the game clock. Still no score. Shots on goal favor the Blades, even though they're not keeping track on the scoreboard anywhere that I can see. And we will not mute. I'll just talk over the copyright violation. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Face-off won by by the Blades. Kafad wrestled through several players, dumps it into the Phoenix zone right corner. Phoenix up to the point. Edge to Kim. Tips it back behind the net. Phoenix. Stolen. Tipped away. Stolen back by Phoenix. They clear. 77 for Phoenix to the Blade zone. Right circle. He hits the brakes. Push down. Penalty call coming on Murphy. And I forgot to start the clock. Sorry about that. I will fix that. So, cross-check, I think, is the call. I didn't look at the ref, but based on what I saw, that's what it looked like. Oops. No. Hang on. See what happens when you don't have a production assistant? This is what happens. All right. There we go. Right circle face-off. Penalty kill for the Blades. This is their second one of the game. Phoenix from the point. It will be stolen by Fletcher Edge. Nice play at the blue line by Zhang. Edge will chase it all the way into the Phoenix zone. Behind the net. Dumped up off the glass. Phoenix recover at the blue line. It stopped at the point, but taken into center ice. Zhang. Nice pass to Edge on the near wall. Edge back into the Phoenix zone. He takes a shot. Bouncy shot. Mulford sticks it back, and Phoenix recover the puck behind their net. I forgot to start the power play clock. Sorry about that. I will fix that in a second. Blades get the puck back in the third zone. Checked up against the boards by Sam Tucker. That sounded painful. Possession scrum left wall up to the point. Zelst for Phoenix dumps it back down. Cunningham behind the net. Feeds it up. Stolen by Edge. Edge. To Zhang. Zhang will, well, that was offside, but they didn't call it. Zhang almost got a shot off. Dumped up the boards on the right side. Remember, the Blades are short-handed. Phoenix gets the puck back, dumps it back into center. This will be an icing on Phoenix. Or they're waving it off. Edge, nice. For the little guy. Nice check to slow that down. Shell from the blue line. Stolen. Shot coming. They're looking for the backdoor tip. They almost had it too, and the penalty is over. Teams are back at full strength. Phoenix still in the Blade zone to the left circle. Player loses a stick. Edge to Lewis. Lewis. Backhand pass to Kafad. Kafad into the Phoenix zone. Almost recovered the puck after he was double teamed. Phoenix gets the puck back. Here they come. And penalty, no penalty call. They're going to call that a good check. Swift absolutely leveled number 78 into the boards. Shell, shot coming. That was well wide of the net through traffic. I think he was looking for the redirect. Picked up by the Blades. Day. Nice backup by Kafad. And Swift, he will dump it into the Phoenix zone. Phoenix. Collisions at the right boards. Lewis and Shell going at it. Dumped into center. Casey to the point. Day. Oh, missed the pass. Foot chase. Everybody ran past the puck. Phoenix grabbed it and will go into the Blade zone on the left side. 9:57 left in the first, still no score. Phoenix, the Blades, the 13-0s, playing age up against the Phoenix 14Us. Dumped into the Blades zone. Casey puts it into center, recovered by Phoenix, and that's offside. Phoenix regains some of their offensive possession time. And I'm going to mute for the copyright show. Okay, face off in the far wall dot on the Phoenix end. And I think that's Price. Is that Carter Price, I think? Yes, face off won by the Blades. Puck is in Phoenix zone. Possession scrums. Dump back over to the point. And wrestling. I think they're more about wrestling each other rather than getting the puck. It's fun, I guess. Phoenix in the corner, dump to the point, and it makes it over the blue line. The ball check. Back to Whelan. Whelan to Griffey's, who dumps it into the Phoenix zone on the right side. Price up to the right corner. Giffries, excuse me. Whelan. Kovalchik. Shot goes off of a shin guard. Dump down ice, and this will be an icing on Phoenix. And I'm going to mute for a minute. It's early in the season for everybody, isn't it? I'll get these names right 100% at some point. All right, face-off, Phoenix circle left. Phoenix is on left circle. Phoenix wins this face-off. Fans on the pass up on the right side. Deflected into the center of the zone. Picked up by Phoenix into center. Into the Blade zone. Edge looking to get the puck behind the net. Possession scrum. Puck drifts over towards the crease, and it is taken back by Logan Kim. To DeCoste, it was deflected down before it could get there. Dumped over the blue line into center. Picked up by Phoenix. Deflected down at the far wall. Intercepted at the blue line. Phoenix playing a little ping pong. Possession is still in no team. Puck ends up in the Blade zone behind the net. Edge up the boards on the left side. And that will do it for the first period. All right, so after one, no score, shots on goal favor Blades by a fair margin up to this point. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, about 5 seconds left. I have been told shots on goal are 4-3 in favor of the Blades. Second period about to start. On the ice is Carter Price for Christian Casey, Jack Griffey's on wings, and Murphy and Edge back on D. And we got a little music going on. I'm going to try to talk over to avoid the copyright trolls. Face-off is won by the Blades. Griffey's lost the puck, taken back by Casey. Casey tried to toe drag. Picked up. Murphy takes a shot through traffic. Saved by Mulford. All right, I'm going to call him Mully instead of Mulford because I've heard that's what he goes by. So saved by Mully through traffic. That was a good glove save, by the way. Face off left circle. Murphy from the left side. Hung over at the left corner. Phoenix ends up protected by Casey and almost got to the net. Phoenix gets the puck back. Fan on the pass. And it's dumped back into the Phoenix zone. Phoenix, left boards. To the right side and dumped to center. This will be an icing on Phoenix, and we'll come back down to the Phoenix zone. Face off right circle in the Phoenix zone. Is that Jean, I think? 14:23 left on the game clock. I will sync up. Yes, it is Jean. Face off won by nobody. Phoenix with the puck in the slot, and we'll clear to center. The speed through neutral ice, 23. Zeltz takes a shot. That goes off for Shonic Day. Rebound to the left corner. Dumped over to the right side. Foot race now. And shot is high sticked by Phoenix. Phoenix, possession scrum left boards. On the blade zone, right or left corner, Tucker dumps it up the glass. It makes it to the blue line where Phoenix gets it back, takes a shot. Glove save by Grant Lyon. That was a good save too through traffic. Teams make a change, or at least the Phoenix would rather make the change. Face-off will be in the left circle in the blade zone. 13:42 left to go in the second period. Still no score. Face-off won by the Blades. Tucker off the left corner to Phoenix. Nice interception by Kim. Kim to Zong. Fed over to DeCoste, who was offside when he got the puck. So the puck will come back out across the blue line. Nice thing about this game for me is that you've got this 13-0 team who's having to skate with some older kids, and you know, from year to year these kids get faster and faster, obviously. So it's a good exercise for them. Face off in the center circle, won by nobody. Phoenix dumped it into the blade zone. Whelan over to Kowalczyk into center, was off of DeCoste. Passed back into the blade zone. Kowalczyk up the boards to the corner to Jackson Whelan, up to the blue line, stolen, and shot towards the net is deflected down. DeCoste does a somersault after he gets hit. Possession scrum right boards. It's the scrum taken by the Blades. Kim got it into the Phoenix zone, but it was poked away right off the bat. Whelan, nice move by Whelan. Zhang tried to one-touch it, couldn't quite get it off. Whelan comes in and takes it back. Whelan, cross ice. Leaks over, Kowalczyk dumps it down the corner behind the net. This will go all the way down, and we've got a penalty coming on somebody. Let's see what this is about. Okay, so it looks like number 4, Simmons for Phoenix, is going to go to the box. Or I think what is that, roughing? So the Blades will have their first power play of the game, and I forgot to stop the clock. And apparently everybody else did too, because the clock is still going. So I'll adjust that after the power play is over. They let all 8 seconds off, and now the power play is at 1:28 on the game clock. There you go. Face off left circle, won by Phoenix up the left boards. In the Phoenix zone, dump to the right side. Tafad feeds it over. I think he was trying to get it to the point. Fanned on it, dumped it to center, and then Whelan feeds it over to Lewis. That's deflected by Lewis back into the Phoenix zone. Phoenix up at the left corner will escape into center. And they dump it down in the Blade zone. Kowalczyk to the left corner. Kafad looking for a passing person and got it to Jackson Whelan. Nice feed over to Lewis. He couldn't quite hang on to it. Gets the puck back though. Takes a shot and it goes off the crossbar. And Swift gets shot away. Oh my, he was going upstairs on Mully. Mully was in his butterfly. That had been an inch lower to gone in from the point. Kowalczyk. Down the boards to the right side behind the net. Lewis looking for a center feed and almost had it. Whelan to Kowalczyk. Kafad at the right circle. Dumped it to the slot. Swift lost the puck. Taken by Lewis. Lewis to the corner behind the net. Kafad to Swift. Kafad got sandwiched up against the boards. Phoenix dump it up the boards. That'll be kept in the point by Lewis. Lewis dumps it to the right corner. Swift couldn't quite hold on to it. Kowalczyk. Kafad. Penalty is over. Team's back at full strength. Swift to Griffey's. Griffey's behind the net. Taken by Phoenix. To the right side. Casey dumps it down the boards. Blades need to get some fresh bodies in, and they do. Murphy at the point. Tipped and deflected into the Blade zone. Edge. Saucer feed up ice. That goes a player. They're going to wave off icing as that is playable. Phoenix back in their zone. Up the boards, Murphy at the circle. To Griffey's. Griffey's dumps it in center, and it's sticked aside. Fletcher edge, takes a shot, it's deflected down. Puck is behind the net. Griffey's. Murphy. Puck is leaked into center. Casey will get there first. Casey. Touched by Griffey's, no icing. Puck is in the Phoenix zone up on the right side. Never made it across the red line. Phoenix get the puck back to the right side, dump it in center. Stopped by Casey. Casey at the circle. He tries to wind up, and they do a quick stick lift. Stop that shot, but Griffey's maintains possession for the Blades. Shot coming. Blocker saved by Mully. 9:02 left to go. I'll change the clock back once this is done. Shot on the center. Stopped by Mully. It's getting some good setups going on. Bryce, fan on a shot. Casey takes the shot, and this time it is covered by Mully. And I will now adjust the game clock. Good offensive series and good goaltender play by Mulford. Mully, as they say, number 7. 8:44, and what the heck just happened here? I did not reset the game clock to that. Hang on. This updated version of the... See, it did it again. Here we go. All right. That's a bug. Face-off was won by the Blades. Puck went back up to the point, stole it, and taken back by Sam Tucker in center. Stolen away from him by Logan Kim. Kim, saucer to DeCoste. DeCoste, one touched it to center. Nobody there for the Blades. Dumped back down into the Blade zone. No-look feed up the right side. Egan takes a shot, saved, and then we have a penalty as DeCoste checked number 12 into the boards after the play was over, or after the shot was away, and DeCoste will go to the box. Power play for the Phoenix. 8:12 left in the second, still no score. Face-off won by the Blades. Dumped up the point, and shot coming. Drifts wide of the net, though. Sells. I'll get it right eventually. To the point. Kept in by Phoenix, and another shot, bouncy shot, drifts wide of the net. Blades on the penalty kill. Nice play by Logan Kim, dumped it into the Phoenix zone. Kim. Puck is intercepted by Zhang at the point. Zhang wrestles it free, dumps it back behind the net. Phoenix will have to go back and grab it. Phoenix, they're just playing a little ping pong behind the net, even though they're on the power play. Sells. Dumps it up the boards, and that is knocked into center, but intercepted by Shaunak Day. Shaunak Day pushed it to the boards, no penalty call. Here comes Dean. Dean gets a shot. That is taken, or that's off of Kowalczyk. Phoenix looking for the center, can't get it. Zhang. Sandwiched, dumps it back behind. Kowalczyk up the boards on the right side. Penalty is almost over. Shot coming from the net, and it goes in. It was deflected on the way. It looks like it might have hit a player. Line was there, but it got redirected, and Phoenix get a power play goal. Official game clock says 6:58, so I will adjust. Face-off right circle in the Phoenix zone, or the Blade zone, excuse me, and we're doing halvesies on goalies for this game. So Lyon, who played a good game to this point, is out. And Grosslin is in. Face-off is won by the Blades. Right side, behind the net, in the Blades zone still. Phoenix looking for a shot, and we've got a stoppage of play. A penalty call coming, I think, on Phoenix. Interference is the call on Hendricks, number 11. And puck will come back down for a Phoenix face-off, Phoenix zone face-off. Let me see if I can get this up quick before they get that started. So Blades will get a penalty or a power play. The ball check from the circle, dumps it behind the net. Centered up by Lewis. Wraparound try comes Swift. Shot is deflected by, they could not get the shot back in on the other side. Phoenix into center, taken by Whelan in the blade zone. Price off the far wall to Lewis. Lewis, backhand touch to Swift. Swift in the Phoenix zone, right side. Can't get a good handle on the puck. There's a shot, redirected, and Mully saves it. They're letting the clock bleed a little. 6:09 left in the second. 1-0 is the score, even though the score is not stated on the actual scoreboard. But that's the actual score, so don't let it fool you. Face-off right circle in the Phoenix zone. Evan Swift on the face-off, won by the Blades. Whelan from the point. Dumps it back down to the corner, behind the net. Price. Lewis looking for the tic-tac-toe. It was behind Swift. Nope, it's not stopped at the point, but Whelan does get the puck in center. Feeds it over the blue line. That was right to Phoenix. Phoenix. That's Shaw. He dumps it off the glass into the blade zone. Whelan feeds it over. That's taken by Phoenix. And into center, Cutter Price, if he can get some speed, he gets into the Phoenix zone, he winds up, and that's a glove save by Mully. After this game, Kennesaw State and I think is it Georgia Tech or somebody is playing tonight. I'm not going to be broadcasting that game, obviously, but in case you're wondering what all these other players are, these large pros, and that's what's happening later this evening. Face off in the Phoenix zone. Kyle Zhang on the face off this time. Face off is won by the Blades. Griffey's. Puck is taken by Phoenix over to the right side. Casey. Circling the wagons to Zhang. Zhang tried to get that touch over to Griffey's, and it was stolen. Not enough mustard on that pass. Egan into the Phoenix, or to the Blade zone, excuse me. Right corner, dumped up to the right side. Checks. Edge in the left corner. Slings it up, and stolen by Casey. Casey fed it to Griffey's. Griffey's, if it had gone right on tape, he would have gotten something. There's a shot and a rebound. Oh, man, Casey could have put that one in. Murphy, he takes a shot. Saved by Mully. Rebound, left side. Murphy. Dumps it back behind the boards. Griffey's. Nice push by Griffey's. No penalty call. And Phoenix ultimately gets the puck back. The penalty's over, by the way. Into center ice. Edge off the far wall. Griffey's. Keeps it in towards the blue line, and it's dumped back into center. Stolen by Casey. Casey, that is dumped into the Phoenix zone. The right side, stolen by Logan Kim. Kim, shot off of a player. Rebound taken by Kim. Edge. Murphy winds up and takes a shot through traffic. It was a nice screen, but it just got a piece of it by Mulford. There's another shot, blocker save, Mully. 3:52 left in the second. Kim sandwiched. Up the boards on the left side. Murphy. Phoenix on the right side. This will make it up to the blue line. Stopped at the point by Edge. Fletcher to Kim. Kim. Got a lot of Blades players that had some ice time. Edge. He takes a shot, and that's glove saved by Mully. 3:27 left on the game clock. Still a 1-0 score. And I will mute for a second. Face-off right circle in the Phoenix zone. Face-off is won by Phoenix. Up to the point, intercepted at the point by Tucker. Lewis dumps it behind the net. Day from the left side. He has time. He can wind up, and he does, but that shot is well wide of the net. Rebound all the way up and stopped at the corner, but Tucker fell down, and Phoenix nearly had a breakaway because of it. Kafad back in the Blade zone. Up the boards to Tucker. Tucker. Over the blue line, collision at the blue line, or Swift would have had that puck and run away with it. Wilcox, number 88. He trips, but is not tripped, if you know to catch my drift. Back in the Phoenix zone, Phoenix with the puck. That was a strange pass over to the left side and dumped back to the right side. Tucker winds up, throws it towards the net, deflected, wide of the net. Rebound intercepted by, or taken by Phoenix. Center feed, Tucker will get it. Stands on the pass. Phoenix grabs it back. Blades have to scramble a little bit. Day sandwiched up on the boards. Penalty call coming on Phoenix as Sean. .219 is left in the second period. Having a strange issue with the clock reset. Phoenix, or Blades rather, win the faceoff. Edge to the top of the right circle. Shot wide of the net. Rebound off the backboards. Murphy. Shot makes it on net. Taken by Grippies. Looking for the center feed. Nearly had it. Puck is still in play. Casey to the right point. Murphy. He winds up. He takes a shot and it lifted just left of the upper corner. Edge to Murphy. Murphy's going to wind up again. He takes the same shot, and it is shoulder saved by Mulford. Face off left circle in the Phoenix zone, won by Phoenix. Puck up to the point, Kowalczyk. Tries to shoot it through the legs and it goes off of 94. Rebounded all the way back into the blade zone. Kowalczyk, pass was deflected down. I think that was meant for Lewis. Kowalczyk, cross ice feed to Swift. Swift into the Phoenix zone at the circle. Shoots and it goes high. Rebound is going to come all the way back out. Baltic. Whelan. Phoenix take the puck away. Recovered in center by Lewis. Lewis into the Phoenix zone to the right circle. Looking to get to the net, and he almost does. Shot! Score! Lewis got to the net. Rebound on the right side, and Carter Price put it in. It's a tie game. That's a power play goal for the Blades. Good setup on heads-up play by Asher Lewis and Carter Price. Face-off center circle, won by the Blades. Kim to Day. To Cost. Lost the puck, taken back by Phoenix, and then taken back by Tucker into center. Kim. Pass is intercepted, then tipped into the Phoenix zone, then tipped back out. Phoenix with the puck into the Blade zone, stolen by Day. Day. That puck was taken away. Phoenix get it back behind the net. It's drifted up front, and the Blades recover it. Zhang fanned on the pass somewhat. And Tucker will get the feed into center ice. He goes. Tucker winds up, shoots. It goes wide of the net. Rebound to Cost on the left side. Phoenix zone. Phoenix up the boards. Not stopped by Day. This will drift down the ice. Foot race for this one. And Tucker will get there first. He dumps it backhanded into center. And that will be it for the second period. So we're tied at 1 after 2. We'll be back for the third. See you in a minute. Score after 2 is 1-1. And third period is about to start. Grosslin in the net for the Blades. They went halvesies for goalies in this game. I think probably Coach Hayes wanted both goalies to have a crack at the 14U Phoenix. And face-off is coming. Face-off won by the Blades into their zone. Edge to Griffey's. One touch to Price. Price in the Phoenix zone. Winds up. That goes off of a player's leg. Casey behind the net. Phoenix gets it. Edge stops it at the point. He dumps it back down to the corner. Possession scrum in the right circle. Dump to the point. And the Blades, or rather Phoenix, shot coming. That's deflected high in the air. Rebound to the slot. Shot coming. No, they couldn't get a shot away. Griffey's into center ice. He's got one guy to beat. He's got a 2-on-1. Can he get the puck over there? No, he can't. Nice checking by Phoenix. Puck is dumped into center at the slot, but Phoenix was there to grab it. Into center they go. Stolen by Evan Swift. Dumped in the zone at the red line as Casey goes off for a change. 13:54 on the game clock. Still tied at 1. They still haven't adjusted the scoreboard, and that goes offside. Face off into center ice. I'm looking at this. I'm being told something about that first goal by Phoenix that it didn't count. I'm going to follow up on that in a second. Fought into center. Lost his stick. Managed to keep it in the zone with his body long enough. Lewis. Nice wrestling with Phoenix. Phoenix gets the puck away, though, and into the Blade zone they go. Shot coming, looking for the tap-in on the back door. And that goes wide, up to the point. Shot in the air. Hits Swift on the way to the net. Puck is at the blue line. Kept in by Phoenix. Cunningham takes a shot, and it's sticked aside by Grosslin. Left side rebound. Lewis didn't see the puck coming. This is Rao for the Phoenix. Phoenix into center ice they go. Shot is glove saved by Grosslin. Probably would have sailed over the post. All right. Hang on. I'm going to hit the mute for a second. All right, face off, left circle Blade zone. So I'm taking that score. I'm taking the point for Phoenix off the scoreboard. I guess I'll have to wait to do that because it's not working. Into the Phoenix zone. Kim behind the net. Kim. Zhang at the circle. To Whelan. Cross ice to Kowalczyk. Ground shot. Made it to just left of the net. Rebound on the side. Phoenix. They're cleared to center. And we've got a penalty call. And I think this one might be going on the Blades this time. Is that the cost? Or what? I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm going to mute for a second. Face off in the left circle, won by the Blades. Logan Kim by his lonesome. In center. Dumps it to the right corner. Phoenix will get there first. I need to adjust the score, but the SportCam app isn't allowing me to change the score on the Phoenix side of things. And pass is deflected off a boot back into Phoenix zone. Phoenix will get there first. And there is a penalty that was on the Blades. Sorry about that. So the Phoenix are on the power play, and shot goes off the glass. Puck is up towards the crease, picked up by Kim, and stolen at the blue line shot. Almost deflected on the way. Good save by Grosslin. Sells. On the left side, shot. Glove save, Grosslin. I can adjust some stuff. And there goes the copyright stuff. Let's mute. All right, face off left circle. Phoenix from the point to the right side for a one-timer, and they fanned on it into center. They go, and that is offside. Face off left circle in the Phoenix zone. Phoenix are on the power play for another 30 seconds. Phoenix, right corner. Into center they go. And that is well offside, and it will come back out to center. So the score is actually 1-0 Blades. I cannot get this app to change the score. I've never had this issue with this program ever before. But whatever, here we go. All right, face off center ice. Face off is won by Phoenix. Phoenix in center. Into the blade zone, left side. Hit the brakes to the high slide. Challenged. Player falls down. Puck is stolen by Murphy. Murphy off the glass to the left side. Casey to Griffey as it was past his stick though. And Phoenix dumps it back into center. Takes a weird bounce. Casey gets the puck into the Phoenix zone on the left side. Leaves it for Lewis. Lewis, ground shot, looking for the tip. Oh, Griffiths was right there, and he missed the shot. He missed the puck, that is. Edge takes a slapper. That goes off of 78 all the way to the glass. Up to the point and into center. Let's see if they wave this off. They're not going to. This will be an icing on Phoenix. Face-off left circle in the Phoenix zone. Face-off is won by the Blades. Lewis, fanned on the pass. Like Tommy with the new pet. We've seen that a couple times, and that goes offside. Having played in the beer league, I know what it's like when I was finally able to get control of the puck. I got so excited I didn't know what to do with it. Sometimes that's what it looks like. And apparently, they let the clock drift some, so I guess I better let it drift a little bit too. Oh, now they change it back. I just can't keep up with the clock operators, yo. Face off center circle. In center ice by the Phoenix. Tipped into the blade zone. Tucker and Day fell down. Phoenix got the puck back in the blade zone to the right side. Slung over to center. Intercepted by Tucker. Dumped to the right side. Price will get there. Price to Lewis. It was behind him. It drifts into the Phoenix zone. Kafad. Phoenix get it back in the center. Price. Tucker. And a whistle. Penalty? No penalty? Offside. All right. Face off in the center circle. And I'm going to have to put text up on the break here. Won by the Blades in center. Here comes Hunter Kafad. Lost the puck. Dumps it into center. Was right on net. Molly was paying attention. Puck is stolen right in the slot by Price. Price. Back behind the net. Looking to pass it. Doesn't have anyone to pass it to. Phoenix get the puck back. Tucker from the right boards. Kafad. Shot coming. Shot safe. Rebound up front. Goes behind the net. Price to Tucker. Tucker slings it towards the net. Kafad couldn't get a handle on the puck. He was wrestling. Oh, and now the Blades are going to the box for a trip. And there we go. We'll be back in a sec. Power play for Phoenix. Face off. Won by Phoenix in the blade zone at the top of the right circle. From the blue line. Shot. It's saved by Grosslin. Rebound on the left side. Taken by Phoenix. They get to the circle. They fire. And they were going for the upper left-hand corner. They just missed it. Rebound up to the point. Shot from the point. Deflected down up in the slot. Dumped into center. Back into the Phoenix zone. Phoenix gets the puck back. Being chased by Evan Swift. One-touch feed into center. Drifts past everybody. Logan Kim will grab the puck in the blade zone for the Blades, rather. Whelan at the left wall in the blade zone. Phoenix. Shot coming, and it is deflected. I don't know what happened to that. It might have gone off a player. I don't know. I don't know if Evan got a piece of that or not. It's hard to tell. Phoenix behind the net on the power play. Over to the slot. Nice stick lift by Whelan. Logan Kim into center. Kim. Swift dumps it into the Phoenix zone. Phoenix. Cross ice to the near wall. Stopped by Kim. Kowalczyk into center. This was playable. They'll wave icing off. Swift will get there first. And he is sandwiched, and now we're going to have a penalty. And let's see what happens here. 7:21 left to go. There's only 7 seconds left on the Phoenix power play, but the Phoenix is going to the box. And Evan Swift is coming off the ice, shaking his leg. It sounded like it might have been a little painful. Hang on. All right, so face off back into center. Blades have 4-on-4 for just a few seconds, and now out comes Casey. And the 5-on-4 for the Blades will start. Murphy, Casey tried to slam it down into the zone, but sort of fanned on it. Edge into center. Griffey's tried to one-touch it. It was deflected. Griffey steals it back to Casey. Casey in the Phoenix zone, winds up, fires, and boy, he's got just such a nasty snapshot. And 6:50 left to go. Face off Phoenix zone left circle. Murphy takes a shot. It's deflected up high onto the right side. Picked up by Phoenix. And they hit my... That is incredible. They just hit my cup of ice from all the way over there. Wow. It is an absolute mess over here. Check it out. That is the closest to death I have ever been. Face off. Oh boy, hang on. Alrighty. And I'll correct the clock in a second. Face off was won by Phoenix. And that near miss on my life is brought to you by Depends Undergarments, by the way. Fletcher Edge over to the left side. Declan Murphy. Huge collision at the slot. Takes a shot. It goes high off the glass. Power play is 25 seconds, not 3. Over to the left side. Murphy in the blade zone. Up ice and off the wall. Phoenix will get to it in their zone. And they dump it back into center. Murphy, as all day, slings it up towards the net. Mully tips it over to the right side just to make sure it doesn't make it on net. Phoenix into center. Got some shouting from the bench. Into the blade zone they go. Back at full. Shot from the right circle. They fanned on it. And dump down ice. This will make it on net. No icing, and Mully will cover. Face off left circle. Face off is won by Phoenix. Tried to clear it up the boards, nothing doing. Asher Lewis was there. Price from behind the net gets to the slot, looking for a center feed, couldn't get it away. Price on the left side. Lewis to Swift, shoots! Save Mully, rebound to the right side, taken by Phoenix, dumped in the center, and Shaunak Day, is there. Swift in the zone, has to get out of the zone. Price feeds it to Lewis. Lewis dumps it in the Phoenix zone. 4:52 left officially on the clock. Phoenix behind the net. Over to the left side. Possession scrum. Phoenix to the left circle. From clear to center. Cunningham, good scrambling that guy has. Into the Blade zone. Cunningham gets there first. Center feed is deflected down. Wheeling up the boards to Lewis. Lewis into the zone to Price. Nice play by Price, or nice pass rather by Lewis. Price, I don't know exactly what he was doing there. I don't know if he was trying to take a shot or if he was trying to get for the tip in. Lewis or Price. Swift. Puck is taken by Phoenix to the left circle. Off the boards and cleared. Cunningham to the Blade zone. To the left side. They get all the way there. Shoot, save Grosslin. Rebound left corner. Tucker can't get his stick free. In comes a player. And we'll go to that player. We'll go to the box. And I think that's going to be an illegal check. We'll see. Roughing's a call, penalty on the Phoenix, and the Blades will go on another power play. Score clock says 3:48, and I still can't get this stupid app to change the score back down. I guess we'll have to do something about that afterwards. Face off in the left circle, Phoenix zone. Face off is won by the Blades. Over to the right side, and Whelan was in center to guard the breakout. They had to clear back into center ice and reset. Puck into the Phoenix zone. Phoenix gets there. They couldn't find the puck. And this is dumped off the glass all the way down the ice. No icing, though. Kovalchik to Whelan. Whelan into center. Whelan to the left circle. Back up to Casey. Casey nearly lost the puck, and that would have been a breakaway. Griffey's to the slot, fires, blocker save Mully. Rebound left side, Casey. Phoenix take the puck back, dump it down ice. This might be icing. No, it's not going to make it there. Whelan. Behind the net. Nice feed to Zhang. Right on the tape on the cross-ice pass. Zhang into the Phoenix zone. Fancy footwork. Hits the brakes. Crunched up against the boards. Casey comes to take the puck away. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. It's a 1-0 game. The Blades are ahead. Don't pay attention to the scoreboard. I can't, for some reason, it's not changing. And Griffey's center feed was stolen by Phoenix, and Whelan nearly got called for an illegal check behind the net. Griffey's. Nice play by Griffey's to muscle his way through. Jack into the Phoenix zone. Shoots, and it's saved. Rebound. Oh, they blew it dead. Puck was still in play, though. And we'll be back to avoid the copyright trolls. Face off in the Phoenix zone, left side, or left circle, excuse me. Face off won by the Blades. Murphy, down the ice, behind the net. Price. Oh, Phoenix got to the puck first. It's a weird bounce off the glass, and Phoenix can clear. Spade into the Blade zone, shoots. Grosslin just got a piece of that. It drifted wide. Oh, puck is up at the blue line and stays in the zone. And we got a massive bodies, and now we've got a player down, and they blow the play dead. And we have a stoppage of play now. Timeout on the ice. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Just to make sure that there's no confusion down the road, I'm gonna make it a 2-1, even though it's 1-0. And I will change the text on this before the feed dies. Just so that everybody who's watching, and for me down the road, if I'm looking to see what happened with this game. And maybe that way we'll all be happy, because we just need to be happy, right? It's been a tough week for a lot of people. All right, face-off will be in center ice. On the face-off will be Carter Price. Yes, I did not intend for that to rhyme. 1:44 officially left on the game clock. Face-off is won by Phoenix. To the near wall. Intercepted by Edge. Intercepted by Cunningham. Back and forth at the near boards in center ice. Big puck drifts away over towards the near wall, and good play by Cunningham to wrestle that puck free. Pass is deflected. Edge will get there in the blade zone in the left corner. Dumped up the boards, intercepted by Cunningham, taken by Phoenix, and he hit shot! Saved by Grosson. Boy, that was a absolute last-second shot. Grosson was ready for it just in time. As we say, you got to be in stance at all times when the other team is in your defensive zone. Did you hear that, goalies? That's my rule. I don't care what anybody else says. That's my rule. Face off left circle into the blade zone. Phoenix comes up with it. The boards. Whelan will get there first. He tried to scoop it out. It's intercepted at the point. Ground shot deflected to the left side. Cunningham, there's 1 minute left. Mully is out. It's an empty net. Lewis slings it up towards the blue line. It's taken. Shot is deflected down and recovered by the Blades. Dumped into center. Phoenix get the puck back. It's a 6-on-5. Kowalczyk off the glass into center. 36 seconds left to go. Phoenix in their zone, trying to clear. Empty net. Stolen by Phoenix into the zone. It is deflected down. Shot, and it's in! Oh my gosh! I don't know how that ended up going in. I have no idea how that ended up going in. It took a weird bounce, and it went past. I don't know. I have to go back and look at it. So with 22 seconds left to go, what a strange play. It was deflected up and went past Grosson. I don't know if he didn't see it or what. But anyway, we're going to end up probably tied, and I don't think they're going to do a tiebreaker in this game. These rinks tend to stay on their own schedules. Phoenix back in the blade zone. They get past everybody and almost got to the net. It is stolen away by Logan Kim, and Logan Kim's going to have 5 seconds to shoot. He will dump it down. It is tipped and saved by Mully, and that will do it. We will end up in a tie. So at the last second, the 6-on-5 works for the 14U Phoenix, and that's how the game will end. It's actually tied at 1, not 2, but since I can't get this bloody app to change the score, that'll be it. There we go. Now I can do it. All right, final score, 1-1, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Check the Puck by Play channel for the schedule.